No clue what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. All right. So guys, it's late and I figure, since I made that last video, why not share some stuff? But I don't really have the kind of time that I used to. So I figure I start with just a kind of late night chatting, I guess you can call it. No gameplay, no fancy cuts or edits, because I don't have that kind of time anymore. But I do want to share some of the games that I got. Something that I've been working on with Jordan Alves for the past 2 years, I think. I think it's been 2 years that we've been working on this. And another project that I've decided to take on myself just because I enjoy the hobby quite a bit. And I figure I share that with you. So we're at my desk where I do things. So first game is I did pick up this finally, which is Ease Origins Collector's Edition. I was interested in buying the game for a while, but I was looking for a pretty good price on it, and I found one pretty cheap. And you know me, I opened it, took the game out, and put it right back into some plastic sleeving. So, because you know how picky I am about my games. Although I don't make as many, uh, videos anymore, I still do buy games that I do want to play and that I'm interested in. Um, so I bought East. Next is I bought a copy of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. This is like, I think this is Curse of the Moon, like a collector's set. Hey, what's going on? I think this is a collector's set of just the 8-bit game that I imported from Japan. Um, Forgive me if anyone leaves a comment and I don't see it. It's because I'm not looking at the camera. I'm just kind of looking down at my desk. So I'm gonna try and play double duty. So um, yeah. Anyway, this is the Bloodstain that I recently got. So I got that. This is the first time I'm actually doing a stream. It's late, and I just wanted to do something simple, nothing too crazy with a bunch of jump cuts and edits. I also bought Redemption Reapers because this game was getting ragged on for being really, really horrible. But usually games that everyone says is horrible, I tend to buy because they're always good, and this game is very fantastic. Uh, I put you on Demon Throttle. Demon Throttle is a game that I actually need to get back to practicing because I actually haven't played Demon Throttle in quite some time. Um, but hopefully I have some free time where I'll jump back on Demon Throttle. But Redemption Reapers, don't believe what reviewers tell you. This game is fantastic. It's really difficult though. It's a very difficult game. The farthest I've made it so far is chapter 18. This is made by a couple of creators who made Fire Emblem. So um, I guess they decided to leave Nintendo and make their own game. And this game is great. I'm still playing it right now. I'm working my way through beating it, but I needed the limited edition because it just looks so snazzy, and it is a really good LE. Next is I did end up getting Trails from Zero, limited edition. I haven't played it yet. Only this is the Crossbelt arc. I haven't played it yet, but these I don't know why I keep buying these because they just take too long to get through. These games are heavily dialogue heavy, and I'm not gonna lie, I went through the battle system for the first time and I got wiped. My party immediately got annihilated, and it took me a minute to get past like the first boss. but I ended up doing it, and I was just like, I just don't have the time to get through all of these. But I'm still gonna keep buying them. Next is I did get Void Terrarium 2. I haven't opened it yet. This is my most anticipated game. I love Void Terrarium. There's just something about this dungeon crawler that just is just fantastic. I love it. I think it's worth the buy for the first game if you can get your hands on it. It's adorable. It's great, and it plays like, you know, your typical dungeon crawler, but it rewards you for dying. So the replay value on it is really good. I'm really mad that I haven't opened it yet because I just haven't had the time. Next is another Legend of Heroes game. I got Trails into Reverie, but I don't have the second game. I got the first and the third, but I don't have the second in the Crossbell arc. So I need to get my hands on that one. Again, I haven't opened this because I just don't have the time to play a 90-hour RPG, but I think I'm at this point in my life where I'm actually buying games now for retirement. I'm buying games so that by the time I'm ready to retire, I have plenty to play. So I don't really need to buy like new consoles or anything like that, but I'm still gonna buy new games. So I did get that. And this was my most anticipated game, which was another Legend of Heroes game, but this is the Nayuta spinoff. I did end up getting this. It has a nice, what do you call it? I forgot what you call this, but it's really cool. But this, I was heavily anticipating this because it just looked like it was more gameplay than chatting. But I'm pretty sure that this game is going to take me also forever because it is a Falcom game. So there's that. There's a couple of other things that I did get, but they're like on display in like my glass cabinet, so I'm probably not gonna, you know, go through that. Now, this is something that I I've been working on this for like a year now. No, I've been working on this for 3 years, and I've been working on this other project because I kind of translated it into this other project for about 2 years. So 3 years ago, I created a card game, and I decided to, here, I'll show it to you. I decided to create some rules, and then what I did was I copyrighted the rules so that I would always be able, oh no, I just lost my light. I'll be able to, let me move my light. I don't have an anchor for my light, so okay. So I created a card game 3 years ago, and I copyrighted the rules so that later on I'll be able to pitch the idea to a studio or something. But it was a kind of a cyberpunk trading card game that I was trying to work on, and the gameplay mechanic was pretty intuitive in terms of like hacking your opponent's brain, which is their hand, and doing other things. Now, when I made this game, I decided that I actually wanted to do something different, and that's when I created something which a lot of you would want to play, and this is called Divine Right. This is a Shin Megami Tensei card game that I was working on with Jordan Alves, and I was designing the cards, and I was going to pitch this idea to Atlas because their trading card game was dormant for so long that I decided to, since I like card games and I like designing, I figure I create a game where you kind of have like lanes like another trading card game which I like, which is Weiss, but you also have a protagonist that I'll explain it. Because I don't mind sharing the rules now because all of this stuff is copywritten in terms of rules, not the cards itself. I can actually show this off. So I did put together cards that I did make, and what I did was I made sample decks that Jordan and I could play test with. Now, here I'll move this out the way so I can demonstrate it because I've been meaning to tell people about this for a while, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do. So you have three different cards, I would say. You have your main deck, which is this right here. Then you have what I like to call your magnetite, which is here. Where this is what you use to pay for things. And then you have your protagonist. I want you to visualize like there's three zones in the center, and the three zones in the center are for your demons. Then here is where your, I'm trying to help out with the glare. Let me see if I can tilt this down just a bit. There we go. Okay, hopefully it's not as bad. So picture the protagonist is in the center, and your three zones is where your demons will lie. Let's just put a demon here. And this is how it looks. And your deck sits here, your magnetite sits here. Now, the way that I structured the gameplay was there would always be starting with three different there's a pool of three magnetites starting, and your hand is, let's say, 5 cards in your hand. Every starting turn that you get to flip over a card for your magnetite only once, and then you pay out what you don't want to play things, and then a swing at your opponent to attack for stuff. There is other cards that I designed in here. They're called fusion demons, which are, there's different demons. So there's the regular demons that are encased in this kind of orange, and then there's demons that have the white. Fusion demons, when you wanted to play them, is when it's your turn. You would always, there's a, I wish I designed a playmat for the game, but I never put it into production to be printed. But there is a zone right next to the protagonist called the Cathedral of Shadows, which is you'll put a card face down so your opponent can't see it. And when you're ready to pay out the card from the Cathedral of Shadows, you basically exhaust the cards from your magnetite zone, and then you play it from here. Putting a card face down in your Cathedral Shadow zones generates double the magnetite that you would get for that turn. So, like, let's say if it's your turn, usually you'll just draw one at the beginning of every turn. But if you have a fusion demon in here, when your turn starts, you draw 2 instead of the 1. So that's how I designed the game. The game in terms of ruling is still being worked on because I haven't solidified what I want to do as of yet, but I'm still figuring things out. I've been working on this, well, we have been working on this game for 3 years. It's been 3 long years now, and there's still some kinks that I'm working out because of the game's speed. The game speed is kind of slow. It was slower before, and then what I did was I increased. No, I lowered the amount of damage, and I added another gameplay mechanic into the game so that it makes the game move quite fast. So I did want to share that with you guys for a while, that I'm working on a lot of things, and this just happens to be one of them. Um, what's the other thing? So, I guess the other thing is the big thing that I'm doing is I actually started a store. So, I have an online store now. Um, I don't know how many of you guys play card games or are interested in card games. I don't know, but um, I sell I sell sleeves and deck boxes now for anyone who's interested. I just got these Chainsaw Man sleeves because Chainsaw Man is a set in Weiss that's coming out soon. I've never read the manga. I've never watched the anime, so I don't really know. But I do have the I do have a couple. Let's see. I do have a couple of deck boxes for sale now. Um, I'm building inventory because well, I have a lot. If you see the store, you'll see it on the website that I probably will try and put up in this description. I don't know, but my shop is called Akiba Exchange. That'll be so it's Akiba, but Exchange is with an X and then a CHANGE. Um, it's on eBay. I mean, it's an eBay store, so it's not hard to find. But uh, yeah, if you're into trading card games, like I'm into trading card games because I've been playing trading card games since 2002, I would say. So yeah, I got a ton actually. I'm actually overflowing with merchandise that's actually starting to fill up my game room. But Chainsaw Man sleeves, uh, like I said, deck boxes. Um, if you play Weiss, you know Chainsaw Man is coming out February, I think. Yeah, February. Um, I forgot what these are called. What's it called? Uh, something Chan. I forget. What is it called? Uzaki-chan wants to hang out, right? I think, right? I got a couple of those. Let's see. Yeah, I got Uzaki-chan wants to hang out sleeves because running a business was somewhat kind of my dream when I was younger. Um, I used to sell things out of my bedroom window, like comic books and toys and such. So when I was a teenager, so I was just like, all right, so how do I? Well, now that I'm an adult, I can probably somewhat try and start a business. So I decided to. I was like, well, what do I like? I was like, well, I like trading cards, so why not sell sleeves? I got Overlord sleeves because I Overlord just came out in Weiss right now. Um, sorry, I don't have any music, and this is kind of dull and boring. But hopefully, I have that kind of voice that is mundane enough to the point where uh, where it kind of puts you to sleep. But I doubt it. Um, these are the 10th anniversary Sal sleeves. These are Sword Art Online sleeves. Um, I'm surprised. Like, I thought a lot of people liked Sword Art Online, but I guess not. I got some my sleeves from King of Fighters because King of Fighters is also out. Got some quintessential quintuplets. I got more, but there's just so much. Shadowverse. This is a card game. A couple of my friends say I should probably play, but I do enjoy the game. I find it a bit slow. It's a bit slow, but It's okay. It's not the greatest card game in the world, but it's fine for what it is, I guess. Let me see. What else do I have? So I try to keep them organized so that got a deck box in there. Oversleeves. These are probably like my favorite right now because they have like a it's like a cherry blossom finish on my oversleeves. Like I'll show you what they look like. Oh, bumping into the camera. So I put them on my Fruit Ticker size sleeves, and they look like this. I dig them. I think I think they just give like the deck a bit more flair. So I think they're cool. But yeah, so yeah, so I run a store now online. Let me see if I can go find some more games that I recently bought because I did buy some more games. All right. Oh. Let's move. Oh, sorry. So I also did buy a copy of Unmetal. So this is the, oh gosh, I'm just knocking everything over right now because I've never done this live stream thing ever in my life. And that deck box is on the floor. I need to get it. Okay, so Unmetal is basically, how do I explain this? So it's like a parody to Metal Gear Solid, and it's a really good parody. I enjoy it. I didn't finish it, and I probably should, but you know, time is of the essence. Next is I did get my hands on a copy of Akai Katana. This is a horizontal shmup. This is the limited edition because you guys know how much I love my boxes. So I did get my hands on Akai Katana. I also teamed up with another YouTuber. We have a blog spot on where we write, you know, blogs about things in our collection. It's called Sugemi Importers. I'll probably put that in the top too, but I don't know when. I also got a copy of Batsugun Saturn Tribute. Got my hands on this because this is a game that you don't see a lot of ever. It's kind of crazy that this actually got ported. I just never thought that I would ever see this game ported because this game is very expensive on the Sega Saturn. It's actually too expensive. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I've been having that I've been doing. Trying to play video games. I don't really have time to do that anymore. I think mostly the reason why I've gravitated towards card games is because that's also the time I get to spend with family and friends, is because they play card games and some of them don't play video games because a lot of us don't have the time anymore. So I've gravitated towards playing card games, and I've been debating whether I should even put card game material on this channel because it's been so heavy into like my hobbies, but mostly my hobbies are video games, comic books, and manga. And I never really spoke about uh, my card game, I want to say obsession, but my card game hobby until, it's the only hobby I'm really able to do now is play card games. Like I said before in my video with the Shin Megami Tensei card game, um, I'm only I only play two card games, and Weiss is the only one that I actually um, the Weiss is the only one that I actually spend money on. Um, well, Weiss Wars and Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, I don't really spend money on anymore, mostly because of the fact that um, Final Fantasy is too expensive. Uh, Now you can say Weiss is expensive too, but Weiss has like breathing periods that I really like. Um, I only buy into a set if I like that anime or if I like that artwork. A lot of anime I don't know because I don't watch anime, but I do read manga. So, um, like Fruits of Grisaya, like I've never read this. I know it's a visual novel. I know nothing about it, but I adore the artwork because the artwork is just so good. Um, that's why I bought this set. And I kind of like the way the deck played when I researched it. Um, so there's that. Um, Other than that, yeah. So we got new games. Um, New games. The Shin Megami Tensei card game that I was working on with Jordan, which I don't know what's gonna happen with the card game because um, yeah, we just haven't really had time to like iron out the R&D on that card game. So we just decided, I don't know. He's always busy. So there's that, and there is the shop that I opened up. There's that. So uh, yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna, you know, blabble on any longer. If you, I really just did this because I just kind of felt like it. I didn't really know what else to do. So, besides, I made a video about Shin Megami Tensei card games, so I figured why not make another video just housing everything you love, which is video games, card games. What else did I say? Oh yeah, and I got a shop. That was about it. But other than that, yeah. Hopefully, guys, I'll be back with another one. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know. But I'm not sure. I just did this because it's late. There's nothing else to do, and I'm not tired yet. So, yeah, sure. Anyway, how do you turn this off?